Hello viewers, welcome to CEC lectures. I am Dr. Preeti Jagwani from Department of Computer Science, Aryabhat College, University of Delhi. So in this lecture we are focusing on Prim's algorithm. As you are aware that in our previous lectures we have seen Prim's algorithm as in choice to determine, or as in choice to find minimum spanning tree, and we have covered, we can say, a macro level detail of Prim's algorithm. But here with the help of an example we are going into the micro level implementation details, that what all kind of data structures it is going to use, and all those kinds of details on execution. So we will be basically in this lecture we will be focusing on working of Prim's algorithm. So Prim's algorithm basically creates two sets. One of sets of having the vertices. So one set of vertices which is already included in the minimum spanning tree, which is obviously initially that set is empty or null, we can say. And another set of the vertices which are not included in minimum spanning tree, and at every step we pick the best possible or the greediest choice from the vertices which are not been included, and we will pick one vertex, and after looking that whether this is going to satisfy all the conditions of the minimum spanning tree, this is not going to violate all the any of the condition of minimum spanning tree, we will include that particular vertex and edge into the other side of the set, which is the set having vertexes of minimum spanning tree. So in order to perform this process, basically it is using, or the implementation or the code, if we see programming wise, of Prim's algorithm will use priority queue. So within this priority queue, what are we going to do? Let us understand this fact. We need to assign a key value to all the vertices in the input graph, and on the basis of that key value that priority key operations will be taking place. And initially the key value which is assigned to all the vertices of the input graph will be infinite, except the first vertex, or we can say a starting vertex, which has been chosen randomly. Now this is very clear that we are choosing our starting vertex as random and assigning the key value to that particular vertex as 0, and to all the other vertices the key value will be infinite. Now what is the logic behind that? The idea is, as we are using minimum priority queue, so the moment we say extract min procedure, so extract min procedure will look for the vertex or for the element whose key value is minimum among all the possible choices. So except the starting vertex whose value we have set as 0, all other vertices are having infinite, so infinite key value. So automatically during the process of extract min, our starting vertex will be chosen. So that is one logic, or that is one idea behind initializing the key values as 0 and infinite. Now while the MST set does not include all the vertices, because the idea is to include all the vertices. So unless there are some vertices which are left in the non included set, what are we going to do? We are going to pick a vertex which is not available in the MST set and having a minimum key value. We will include that set we will include that vertex into the set, and we will update the key values of all the adjacent vertices of U, and for this we will iterate through all the adjacent vertices. So basically one idea which is very clear from here is, that it is better to operate on, we can say, adjacency list representation of graph as compared to adjacency matrix, because we are focusing on the adjacent vertex of all the vertices. So, we need to iterate through all the adjacent vertices, and for every adjacent vertex, if the weight of that particular edge, which is uv, is less than the previous key value of v, we will update the key value as weight, otherwise we will not update. And the idea of using key values is to pick the minimum weight edge from the cut. The key values are used only for the vertices which are not yet included in minimum spanning tree. The key values for those vertices indicates the minimum weight edges which we are focusing upon. We are actually trying to pick a minimum weight edge, and while during along with the picking of minimum weight edge, we need to connect them to the set of vertices included in minimum spanning tree. So, as far as our whole process is concerned, if we can see the pseudocode, pseudocode says for every pseudocode of Prim's algorithm says that we have given as the initial parameters, we have passed one graph which is G along with the weights, it is a weighted graph, and one R is the arbitrary chosen starting vertex, and for every U, for every vertex which is belonging to the vertex set of graph, we need to say or we need to implement this, that key of every vertex is infinity, and pi as it has been denoted is the we can say parent vertex. So, parent vertex presently we are fixing for all the vertices as nil. Now, what is the significance of parent vertex? You will be you will come to know at the end of the procedure. In order to determine the whole we can say the whole path or the whole spanning tree, these parent vertex will be required. So, for all the vertices except the vertex R, which is the initial vertex or the starting vertex, we have we have set the key of all the vertices as infinity and parent of the parent of all vertices as nil. For key of R has been set as 0, and all the vertex sets are given into or are we can say placed into Q, which is the min priority Q, and we will operate on this data structure which is priority Q while it is not empty. That means unless it is having even a single vertex, we will keep on operating on Q. So, while Q not equals to phi or while Q not empty, what do we need to do? We actually opt for a process of extract min, which is a standard procedure for a min priority Q. So, we will be extracting the vertex with the minimum key, and for all the adjacent vertex of that particular minimum key vertex, we need to update the weights and we need to update the parent vertices if it is if it is satisfying the condition that the vertex belongs to Q, which is in the minimum priority Q, and the weight of U comma V, where U is the extract min vertex, weight of U comma V is less than key of V, then only we will update the weight as well as the parent vertex also. So, let us understand this whole pseudocode with the help of an example. So, here we have a directed we have an undirected weighted graph with total 6 vertices numbered from 0 total 7 vertices numbered from 0 to 6 and having some edge weights, edge weight. So as the first step, what do we need to do? We will pick one arbitrary vertex. So let us say we are going to pick the vertex 0. Now within the min priority queue, we will arrange all the vertices, and parent of all the vertices will be set as nil, and the key of all the vertices, because that's a minimum priority queue, key has to be there. So key of all the vertices will be set as infinite. So after setting this infinite key for all the vertices except the vertex 0, which we have chosen, arbitrary of course, which we have chosen as our starting vertex. So key of the vertex 0 is 0, while for all others it is infinite. And now we need to get into the loop which says while q not equals to phi. That means till we have some vertices in our min priority queue. So presently, yes, we have all the vertices in our min priority queue. So we will execute the process of extract min. So extract min, what it will look for? So extract min will look for the minimum key, and presently if you can see the queue, we have one vertex which is having its key as 0, while all other vertices are having keys as infinity, and that vertex is 0. So in the process of extract min, that will be removed from the queue. So during this removal, now there is one vertex less in the queue. So one vertex has been, we can say, removed from it, and while removing we will look for the adjacency list of 0. So if you can see in the figure, adjacency list of the vertex 0 is having 1 and 5, two vertices with edge weight as 0, edge weight of 0 1 is 28 and edge weight of 0 5 is 10. So basically we need to remove the set from the set Q, we need to remove U and add it to the set of V minus Q vertices in the tree, and then we will update the key and parent pi field of every vertex V adjacent to U, and this updation will obviously takes place in the minimum priority queue. We have to be very careful here that this updation is going to take place in the minimum priority queue, not in the tree. So what we have done, we have initialized the priority queue to contain all the vertices. Key of each vertex is set to infinity except for the root, whose key is set to 0. Now supposingly 0 vertex is the root, by the virtue of extract min we have extracted U, which is the vertex 0, and adjacency list of U is 5 and 1. So here you can see the initial priority queue, which is having the vertex key value of one vertex as 0, while the key value of all other vertices is infinity, and parent obviously for all the for all other vertices, even for 0, is nil initially. Now what is happening? We have taken 0 as a starting and look at the adjacency list. So adjacency list of 0 is 5 1. So because we are considering the vertex 5 and the vertex 1 as the as the vertices in the adjacency list of 0, we will say parent of 5 is 0 as well as parent of 1 is 0. Key of 5 was infinity and key of 1 was also infinity initially. Now we will need to check that whether there is a condition of updation of weights. Now updation of key values, sorry. So when these key values will be updated, when the key value is actually greater than the weight of the edge connecting the parent and the child. So here as we can understand, as we can see that parent of 5 is 0 as well as parent of 1 is also 0. So, the edge between 0 and 5 and the edge between 0 and 1 will be compared with the key values of 5 and 1. So, weight of the edge between 0 and 5 is 10 and the weight of the edge between 0 and 1 is 28. While initially or at this particular point all the keys are actually infinite. So, that means infinity obviously greater than 10 and obviously greater than 28 also. So, this is satisfying the condition of W of u comma v is less than key of v and W of u comma v is less than key of v for the second vertex also. So, we will be updating the key values of 5 and 1. So, key value of 5 will be 10 and key value of 1 will be 28. So, whatever the weights they are having as the of the edges between parent and the vertex will take place the value of key. So, the key has been updated and now you can see in the figure that for given graph we have updated the parent value of 1 which has become the vertex 0. We have also updated the parent value of 5 which is again 0. The key value which was infinite for both the vertexes initially now has become 28 and 10 for 1 and 5 respectively. So, this kind of updation has been taken place in the priority queue while 0 has been taken off, 0 has been extracted because this was the minimum that was the minimum key value present at that particular time. Now, again we will apply this extract min. So, in the process of applying extract min, now presently the key value of all the vertices are, let us say we have 1 for 10, we have 28 for other and we have infinity for rest of those. So, again when we apply extract min, the 10 is the minimum and then the vertex is 5. Now, looking at the vertex 5 in the figure, you can see that what about the adjacency list? Adjacency list of 5 is having we can say 0 and 4. So, 5 and 0 has been actually already updated, that means 0 has already been removed from the priority queue. So, what we need to update is only the key value of 4 which is presently is infinity and it is obviously greater than the weight of 5 comma weight of the edge 5 comma 4 where 5 is the parent and 4 is the child as considered. So, we will be updating the key value of 4 as well as we will be updating the parent of 4 also. So, 0 as already available in the heap, we will not do any procedure with that 0. So, now you can see in the figure that along with the previous updation 4 has been given the value key value of 25 and the parent value is 5. And now please assume that 5 has already been taken off from the min priority queue because of the process or because of the module of extract min. Now, whatever choices we are available with, we are having choices of 1 as having key value 28 and choice of 4 as having key value 25. So, for the other for the others which is 6, 2 and 3, all the key values are infinity. So, when we again run the process of extract min, minimum among 28, 25 and infinity is obviously 25. So we will be removing the key 4 because that is having the minimum, we will be removing the vertex 4 because that is having the minimum key value. Now looking at the adjacency list of 4, we have 6 and 3. Key of 3 is infinity, key of 6 is also infinity. Looking at the weights of the edges from the parent, which is 4 comma 3 is 22, weight of 4 comma 6 is 24. So yes, these both can be updated because weight of 4 comma 3 is 22, which is very less than infinity, which is the key of 3. Similar is the case with the other adjacent vertex, where weight of 4 comma 6 is 24 and it is less than the key of 6, which is infinity. So yes, we will be updating the key values of 3 as 22 and key value of 6 as 24, and at this step removal of 4 has also been taken place. So after the updation, the value of priority queue, you can the situation of priority queue you can see. Now please consider here that what all the choices which have been removed. We have removed 0, we have removed 5, we have removed 4 also. Now whatever choice we are left with, we are having 1, 2, 3 and 6. So for 1 the key value is 28, for 2 it is infinity, for 3 it is 22 and for 6 it is 24. So now also at this step the parent of 3 and 6 has been updated as 4. Now again if we say kind of extract min, so extract min at the for extract min we will be removing 3 because key of 3 is 22 and that is the minimum among 22, 24, 28 and infinity. But if you can see the graph, considering the adjacency list of 3, in the adjacency list of 3 we have 6, we have 4 and we have 2 also. So what about the weight of 3, 2? It is 12 and the key already present with 2 is infinity. So yes, definitely here the updation will take place. Then 3, 4 is 22. We need to see that yes, 22 is less than 24, which was already there. Then this updation will also takes place. And coming to the 6, 6 is having from 3, 6 can be reached in 18. The weight of the edge 3, 6 is 18. So wherever the weight of the edge is less than its present key, we will be updating. So here you can see we will be updating 2, we will be updating 6 also, and we will be updating 4 also. So after updation we can say, because key of 2 is infinity, key of 6 was 18 and key of 6 was 24, while weight of 3 comma 2 is 12, which is obviously less than infinity. Weight of 3 comma 2 is 18, which is less than 24, the already available key of 6, and all these procedures takes place here. So now we have in our priority queue as it is shown in the figure, with obviously this is the figure with the removed vertices. We have to be very careful that what all vertices have been removed from here. Now again calling, after this updation we have updated key values as well as we have updated parent values also, and after this updation we can say we will again call for extract min procedure. That extract min among the all available choices is going to remove the vertex 2 because key of 2 is minimum. and as key of 2 is minimum, it is 12, 2 will be removed, and looking at the adjacency list of 2, we have only 2 vertices, which is 3 and 1. 3 is already in the heap. Looking at the so whatever choice we are left with is only the updation of 1. So taking 1, we have seen key of 1 is 28, while the weight of 2 comma 1 is 16. So yes, there is an kind of, we can say, scope of updation, because weight of 2 comma 1 is less than key of 1. So we will be updating the key value of 1 as 16 as and its parent as 2. So parent of 1 has been updated as 2 and the key value of 1 has been updated as its weight from the parent, which is 16. So now looking at the graph, we can say we have how many edges we have included and how many vertices we have covered. That also a kind of check we need to keep upon. Then again, if we call extract min q, it is going to remove 1 because key of 1 is 16 and that is minimum. Looking at the adjacency list, it is 0, 6 and 2. 0 and 2 are already in the heap. Taking 6, the present key of 6 is 18, while the weight of 1 comma 6, while the weight of the edge between 1 and 6 is 14. So definitely we will be updating here because 14 is less than 18. So after this updation of key value of 6 as 14 and its parent as 1, we will be having the situation of the q as shown in the figure. So for 1 it is the value is 16, parent is 2, for 2 it was 12, the parent was 3, for 3 it was 22, the parent was 4, and so on and so forth. So now we have seen that all the vertices have been spanned using the above table. All vertices have been taken care of and have been removed from the priority queue, and now the procedure will no longer run because now your priority queue is in a way empty. We have taken out all the vertices, and in order to recall that why we have updated parent values is we can say the traversal flow from that. We have started from 0, then we went to 5, and then from 5 we have went to 4, from 4 we went to 3, and then 2, and then 1, and then 6, because parent of 5 is 0. So at every step of this line figure as it is shown on the screen, we have the parent as the previous value. Looking at the 6, parent is 1, looking at 1, parent is 2, looking at 2, parent is 3, and so on and so forth. And we have already updated all the parent values. We have traversed the whole tree, we have spanned the whole tree in terms of vertices, and this will be the whole minimum spanning tree as it is shown on the figure, and the total cost, it is going to be 99, which is the sum of all the edges, and this is the minimum spanning tree for the particular example which we have taken, containing all the vertices and containing some subset of edges. So in this lecture, what we have seen is actually the micro level detailed implementation of Prim's algorithm, that what kind of data structures Prim's algorithm is using and how it actually operates, and all this we have seen with the help of a particular example. Hope you have enjoyed the lecture. Thank you for the patient hearing.